everybody. Welcome to another edition of Life to the Max. I'm Mike Max. You know, sometimes being normal has a different definition for everyone. And sometimes you have to work very hard in your life to overcome whatever it is just to be normal. We're going to introduce you to one young lady that has done just that. A remarkable story of what she's overcome just to be mainstream. Then a little bit later, how old do you think you can be and still play in a softball league? How about 80 years old? It's a group that gets together year-round, and their spirit is what defines them and inspires us. But first, come fly with me. When we say that and it pertains to Dan Monskey, it means something a little bit different, particularly when he's in Alaska.
Imagine the world from a bird's perspective. We have dreams and fantasies about the sensation of flight. In these fantasies, we forget our fears and the danger and find ourselves in a dream world, peacefully and silently floating on air. In the dreams, we experience wonderful and thrilling sensations. Well, that's the world of Alaska paragliding.
It's just a foot-launched form of aviation. You know, we consider ourselves pilots. It'd be the lightest aircraft you can fly, whether it's one person in two place in a tandem situation. That you kind of experience a freedom of flying around that most people don't get with their feet on the ground.
This isn't much of a cockpit. When you paraglide, either as a pilot or riding as a tandem passenger, there isn't much time with your feet on the ground. You hunger to fly.
When we first get the glider to come up, it's going to pull real hard to the back.
Yeah,
There's a lot of drag. It's going to really pull hard. But I want you to lean forward at that point, and that's when we're going to keep driving forward, running forward to try to get energy into the glider so that it comes over our head.
It takes a little prep and a bit of timing and control to get the wing in the air. But when it's all set, it's go-go time.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, run.
Okay.
Running.
Oh, keep going.
Running.
Keep going.
Running.
Keep going.
Running.
Keep going.
Running.
Keep going. Okay, we're in the air.
Oh, yeah!
Nice launch.
Yeah!
Most of the time, people are a little apprehensive on launch, and then 3, 2, 1, run, and we start running. The glider comes up, everything's good. We kind of take off into the air.
Nice job.
Then you start getting them comfortable in their harness, and it takes about 3 seconds, and they go, wow, this is so cool. And they just kind of settle in and get really comfortable. They're kind of blown away. It's not scary. They feel secure and comfortable, and everything's smooth, and they're just kind of have a whole new appreciation for what we're doing up here.
And what they're doing is like nothing else.
Most folks think that paragliding, I think, is maybe like skydiving, maybe an adrenaline sort of sport. But actually, it's just so serene, peaceful, beautiful. But you put it in an environment spectacular like Alaska with glaciers and mountains, and it just adds so much to it. Alaska has a sense of wildness and adventure about it that adds very much to the serenity and beauty of paragliding. It makes it really special. Most folks who come and fly with me as a passenger have never really experienced anything like this before, so there's a childlike sense of glee, no matter how old they are. They get this look about them that's like a child experiencing something new, and you can just sense it. You can look at them, and they have this real feel of excitement and whatnot. Even though it's not a very adrenaline kind of sport, it's a real pleasure to see people experiencing, of any age, experiencing something new in their lives.
I like that.
The tickles and thrills and sensation of flight instill a sense of giddiness and excitement. It's such a simple activity. There's little technology involved.
A lot of people see a glider in the air and they just automatically think parachute. And in our sport, we actually lay the gliders out on the ground and make sure the lines are all cleared up nice to ensure a nice inflation. And the glider comes up and inflates, starts generating lift, and then we start running down the hill. There's no jumping involved. It's kind of a transition right into flight. It's kind of like any other aircraft wing. It generates lift. This particular wing has a top and a bottom surface with open cells, so we consider it a ram air type airfoil. As the air goes up over the top and underneath, it creates a little high and low pressure and generates lift.
This is Physics 101, but it feels like magic. And the Alaskan location is pure magic for sure.
This particular site's it's a bit complex flying here. It's 2,000 vertical feet to the landing zone. This site is a thermic site where it's where the sun heats the ground heats the surrounding air, and then there's colder air up above, so that warm air has a reason to rise. And then we just kind of fly into those rising bubbles of air. We call them thermals, and sometimes we get 500 feet, 1,000, 2,000 feet over launch. We can fly across the valley, over the next mountain. Sometimes we fly across to another mountain across the way and find good thermals over there, and then get up high and then come back over. Sometimes there's no thermic conditions at all, and we kind of just softly drift right to the landing zone. It's 12 or 15 minutes or something like that. We consider that, we call it a sled ride. It's just kind of a nice glide down, but then conditions like today when we can cruise around in warm lift are kind of special.
Moving. Okay, that's good. Okay, start running. Go forward, stop. Perfect. Nice job.
You're wonderful.
Good
Killer
job.
ride, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thanks.
You did
I
a
loved
great
it.
job.
Yeah, we stayed up.
We
so
stayed
long.
up. We got good thermals. Yeah, we got to ride around in the thermals. It was great fun. Just really nice.
Great ride. Yeah.
This place is real special. Girdwood here and the Alyeska Resort that provides the tram base to the top of the launch. It's ideal and it's unique because it's so easy to fly here because of the tram. Most places you go, you need to have a driver, somebody to take you up the hill and somebody to retrieve you wherever you happen to land at. Here, the landing zone is right close to the tram base, so you can come out here by yourself and get on the tram, come up, fly all day long. Land back there, get back on the tram again, come up and do it again. This place is great, and I've flown since I was a little kid, airplanes and all different sorts of things. And to be able to come out here with something as simple as a paragliding, and to be able to trot off of a hill, find a thermal, climb 1,000 feet, stay up for hours in an environment that you can't see, you just get to feel it, you get to sense it. It captures me.
Better than any roller coaster I've ever been on.
Paragliding, life to the max.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.